How are you doing in this world? Baruch Hashem, this Shabbat I had the merit to open some books and to read a little bit, and was very happy to do that. So wanted to just read with you, translate to you a little bit from the book that is called Midrash Otiyot de Rabbi Akiva, an explanation on the holy letters of the Hebrew alphabet told by Rabbi Akiva. Have you ever heard about Rabbi Akiva? Rabbi Akiva was a super beautiful person. He was one of the most amazing people ever came down to earth. Maybe we'll tell you a few words about Rabbi Akiva. So Rabbi Akiva was a Baal Tshuva. Baal Tshuva means that he discovered Hashem, the Creator's existence, while he was in his 40s. He didn't born and came to a world with religion. His parents never taught him that he should follow God and to believe in the Creator. And he was just a secular person all his life until he was 40. And when he was 40, he met a wonderful woman, and her name was Rachel. Rachel, the daughter of Kalba Savoie, one of the richest people that lived in that generation. And when she saw him and he saw her, so they really decided they liked each other. But when Rachel came to her father and told him, listen, I want to marry Akiva, he told her, listen, if you choose to marry this person, that he was not wealthy, he was not known, he was not famous, he was nothing. So he told her, if you're going to choose to marry him, so I will not support you anymore with money, anything. You won't be able to enjoy my wealth. And she followed her heart, counting on her instinct and her natural feeling, and went and got married with Rabbi Akiva. And she and Rabbi Akiva lived life of poverty. And it's written that in one of the nights they were so poor and so cold at night that they were sleeping in their room, in their house, in their tiny broken house, on stalks, on grass. And then they were so sad and so cold, and they really didn't know what to do from that cold and sadness that was surrounding them, that Hashem, the Creator, saw their sorrow, and he sent Elijah the prophet to dress as a poor homeless, to knock on their door, and to ask from them if they have some stalks of wheat, some grass. And because he needed that for his wife, for his wife was in labor or something like that, he came up with a story. And when they saw that there is someone that is even more poor than them, that really they at least had something to put their heads on, they were so generous and happy to give it. And they gave on the last thing that they had in their house, and they gave it to that poor. And by that they saw that they were also able to give charity, that even though that they were so poor, they still had the opportunity and the ability to give charity, and it made them happy, and happiness came back to their hearts. And the most amazing thing is that Rabbi Akiva decided to go and learn Torah, and started to learn the alphabet, the ABC, the Hebrew alphabet, when he was 40 years old. That's when he decided to start go and learn Judaism and the rules and the letters and how to read and how to write. And that person that made tshuva when he was 40, that decided to start being religious and observant and keeping and following the rules of the Torah, he was the one that wrote this amazing book, Midrash Otiyot de Rabbi Akiva. He was that one that had the merit to understand so much about the letters that he taught us something, and this document, that amazing book, is something that no one can understand how high and elevated it is. And I'm going to read to you a little bit, even though that I would just begin with the first page and finish all the book. Another small tale about Rabbi Akiva is that, and there are hundreds of stories that we know about Rabbi Akiva that are written in the Gemara, in the Talmud, and in the Midrashim, and in the Zohar. And one of the stories is that it's written that when Moses got the blessing from heaven to be the redeemer of the nation of Israel, so the Creator shown him all the later generations that were supposed to come, that were about to come. And when he shown Moses the face of Rabbi Akiva, he brought him as a student to a class of Rabbi Akiva, and now Moses is sitting in that class and listening to the class of Rabbi Akiva. And Moses, that person who saw everything and knew all the Torah and understood everything about every aspect of the Torah, he sat in that class and he was not able to understand what Rabbi Akiva was talking about. The words of Torah of Rabbi Akiva was so high and elevated that Moses, that man of God, was not able to grasp and understand. So Moses asked Hashem, why are you giving the Torah by me? Why do you want me to be the one who will hand the Torah to the nation of Israel? Choose him. Maybe bring Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva is wiser than me. He's more learned than I. He's like more talented. He can do it better. So Hashem told him, listen, it's the time for you to keep your mouth shut, and I know what I'm doing, and I chose you. And Rabbi Akiva, he has his life story. So go do your own mission and deal with your own business, and let Rabbi Akiva do his job. So first of all, it's important to mention, just for ourselves, that you don't need to be the most wisest person on earth, knowledgeable, talented, the richest, or whatever. You just need to clean your heart, and that Hashem will choose you, like He chose Moses, like He chose Rabbi Akiva. So there are amazing stories. You remember I told you many times about Enoch, and Enoch is such a wonderful thing. And Enoch, he was a man of God, and he was Enoch ben Yered, the son of Yered, and he was the person who taught wisdom and knowledge of how to serve God to all his generation, and thousands of people followed him, and also kings surrendered themselves to him. It was one of the first generations, real early time of creation. And here in this book, he himself, Enoch, became an angel. He, after years of teaching his generation, Torah and closeness to God, so he went up to heaven like Elijah the prophet, with a holy chariot that made out of fire, with flaming horses, who took him to become an angel in heaven. And in heaven, his name has been changed, and he been called Matat. And the name Matat is the way that we call him, but actually he has a greater name than Matat. Matat is only the half of his name, but the reason why we cannot call him in his full name is because that the name of Matat, of Enoch, the new name that he received, got from the Creator, is a name of the Creator himself. So the Creator, so here I'll read it to you a little bit. So, on the letter Aleph, Rabbi Akiva is telling us something about the letter Aleph. Don't get scared. Okay? Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Creator said on the letter Aleph, Ibartiv lekachtiv pekadetiv. 3 letters, 3 words that the first letter of every one of those words are the combination of the letter Aleph. Aleph, you write Aleph, Lamed, and Fei. That's the letter Aleph, the first letter of the alphabet. So, Rabbi Akiva is saying that the Creator said 3 words that the first letters of each and every one of those words are the combination of the letter Aleph. Ibartiv, lekachtiv, pekadtiv. And who is he talking about? Le Matat, to this angel that his name is Matat. That's how we called him. That he is a slave of God. Shehu, that he is one, the first one of all the angels over there in heaven, all of them. Ibartiv, what does it mean, Ibartiv? I brought him down to the world in the generation of the first man, of Adam Harishon. And because that I looked in the generation of the flood, that they were spoiled, ruined, a bad generation, Silakti shchinati mi benehen, so I removed the Spirit of God from between them, and they couldn't work anymore, and they failed in their work. Ve'aliti bekol shofar ubitru'a lamarom, so I went back up with the blow of the voice of the blow of the shofar, and with a huge roar back up to heaven. So the Creator disappeared from that generation because of their evilty, because of their evil, because of their bad behavior. The Creator went back to heaven, and I took Chanoch ben Yered from between them. I took him as the only chosen one from that generation. Ve'elitiv bekol shofar ubitru'a lamarom, and I took him to heaven to be there with me, to be a witness with 4 animals that are in the holy chariot in the world to come. And he is now that witness with the 4 animals in the holy chariot. Holy animals means holy angels that caused animals in the holy chariot of God in the world to come. And I commanded him to be in charge on all my treasures that I have in every sky and sky. And the key of every single one of those treasure box, I gave it to his hand, and I put him a minister on all heavens, and I made him to be the servant of my throne of honor. And on the halls of that are called Aravot, there is a certain sky that is called Aravot, one of the holiest places in heaven that are called Aravot, to open the doors of the place that is called Aravot to me, and the throne of honor to make it fixed, and to organize the holy animals around it, and to tie crowns to their heads, to the heads of all the angels. My English is not the best, so I cannot really find all the amazing words to translate this Hebrew. My vocabulary is kind of limited, unfortunately, but with time I'm improving. If you'll have more patience with me, you'll see I'll improve even more. And how do you say ofanim? Ofanim is like it's like a structure that things can move upon. So the structure of the world that makes things move, the Creator put Chanoch, Matat, the angel Matat, to crown them with power and glory and honor, and to dress them with lightnings of shine, to warn and to remind the world of the grace and glowing light of the angels of flaming fire that are wrapped with pride and electric light, to tie them with light in every dawn and dawn, and to prepare the seat for me, for the Creator, when I'm about to sit, when I'm sitting on my throne of honor and respect and importance, to increase my honor in heaven and my power in the secrets of the highest places of them all, and in the secrets to the ones who are in the lowest worlds of them all as well. And I took him, the Creator took the angel Matat, that he was Chanoch, to be above the highest places of them all, that are the highest of all the highest floors, 70,000 miles, parsaot. Gidalti kis'o, I increased, I made it larger than the glory of my throne of honor. The Creator put the seat, the throne of honor of Matat, higher than his own seat. And I increased his name from the glory of my honor. And I made his flesh to be made out of torches of fire, and all the bones of his body to coals of heat, of fire. And I put his look to be like the look of lightning and speed, and the light of his eyes is like the fire. And I made his face brighter than the beauty of the sun, and the shine of his eyes as the shine of my throne of honor. And I dressed him with honor, with grace and glory, and the covering of his coat is pride, power, and grace. I put on his head the crown of kingship of 500 miles, parsaot is a measure, venatati alav mehodi, and I put on him from my glory and my beauty and the glow of my honor that is above the throne of honor. And I called him in my name, and it means that the Creator changed his name and gave him one of his own names, because it's written Karativ Bishmi, I called him in my name, means that he received one of the names of the Creator, that will be one of his names. And he is the minister of the face and knows the secrets. And every secret and secret I told him with love. And every secret I told him with honesty. And I set his throne in the entrance to my place, to the place I'm at, from outside to sit and judge all the angels, my helpers in heaven. And every minister and minister I brought to stand in front of him to take permission from him, from the angel Matat, to keep my will, to do my will. 70 names, the Creator is saying, I took from my names and I called him in them, in those names, to increase his honor. 70 ministers I gave him to his hand to command them in every language my words. So it means that he, the angel Matat, is in charge on all the ministers in heaven that are in charge on every nation and nation. You know, you have 70 languages that belongs to 70 nations, and those nations, they have a minister, they have an angel that gives them power and energy and wisdom and wealth and health and all the things that they need. So they are all surrendered to Chanoch, to the angel Matat, to humiliate with my words the pride and arrogant ones, and to rise with the words of my lips, with the conversation that comes out of my lips, the humbles to the highest place of them all. To hit the kings and to surrender the evil ones, to remove kings from their kingships, and to establish new leaders to their thrones. That it's been said in the book of Daniel, Vehu mehashne idanaya vezimnaya meha'ade malchin umehakem malchin. That the Creator gave the power to the angel Matat to establish the kingships and to remove kings from their thrones, to give wisdom to all the wise of the world, and knowledge and ability to know science to all the ones who has deep power of understandings in their heart. That it's been said, Yahev chochmeta lechakimin umanda'a leyod'e bina. That the Creator gives the wisdom through the angel Matat to those wise ones, and give the power of understanding to the ones who are able to accept it in their hearts, to teach them my secrets and my words, and to command them the decrees of my trials. That it's been said, that's how it will happen, because the words that came out of my mouth, the Creator said, will not come back empty-handed unless they did what I wanted them to. Because if I and now there is an explanation on that verse. It doesn't written if I will do, it's written if I did. It means that every word and word that came out of the mouth of the Creator, the angel Matat is doing it himself for the honor of the Creator. So he's the main servant that is standing and revealing the will of heaven out to the world, and keeping the decrees of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of the Creator. That it been said, Vehitzliach asher shilachtiv, that he was successful in everything I sent him to do. It doesn't written that he is succeeding, it's written that he succeeded in the past. That it's teaching us that every decree and decree that comes out from the mouth of the Creator on people, on human beings, because that people are doing tshuva, if people are fixing their actions, there is a decree, let's say now, on an evil person. If he regrets and admit and fix and takes full responsibility on himself, on his actions, so the bad decrees that was supposed to punish him will not hurt him anymore, just gonna be sent to another person with similar trial, judgment. Like that it's written, a righteous man been saved from trouble, and another evil person will stand under him instead of him. And not only that, not only those are the authorities and the greatness of Chanoch, of the angel Matat, also every day and day the angel Matat is sitting 3 hours in the highest heavens of them all, and he gathers all the souls of all the babies who died in the stomachs of their mothers, and babies who were breastfeeding that died on the chest of their mothers, and babies that were about to learn Torah, little children who learned Torah, that died while trying to learn Torah in the generations of decrees, that they've been killed while being students in Talmud Torah, in Jewish schools. All those children who died, he collects them and brings them under the throne of honor, and sitting them in groups, in classes, and gather them in groups, and all of them are surrounding his shiny face, and he's teaching them Torah and wisdom and midrashim, things that been told, things that been heard, and finishing and completing with them the book of Torah, the Sefer Torah. That it been said, he, the one who has all the power, teaching the knowledge and teaching the wisdom that he heard to all the babies and all the children who passed away. And now there is a list of names of Matat, and I cannot read it to you because it's not allowed to read. So what do you want me to do? I can't. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. You can die. It's so beautiful. You can just leave this world and become an angel like Enoch. You can become Matat. But we don't do that. We have a job here to do. We cannot allow ourselves to rise and to become so spiritual that we won't be attached to this world anymore. We have a mission. And our mission is is that we need to teach the world Torah, is that we need to do some big things on earth. Okay, you want to hear a little bit more? Do you have power, or that you're too tired? Where are you holding? The resurrection of the dead. You want to know about the resurrection of the dead? Not yet. Soon I'm going to teach you about that as well. So, it's written that Matat, the angel Matat, the minister of the face, the minister of Torah, the minister of wisdom, the minister of understanding, the minister of honor, the minister of the great palace of God, the minister of all kings, the minister of all ministers, the minister on all high and higher and more important and honorable servants in heaven and earth. He said, Hashem, Elohei Israel, God, the God of Israel, the Lord, the God of Israel, He is a witness for me in that thing, that when I told that secret to Moses, which secret? Those names that I couldn't read to you, that the name of the Creator that been given to him, like his name, when he just like told his name to Moses, and it's written that he told Moses 92 names that are a combination of the holy name that of the Creator that is carved on the chariot that is on top of the throne of honor, that the Creator took out of his own name and put it on the name of Matat. In 70 names that he is being called, the King of all kings, the Creator himself, the angels of heaven calling him like that in the sky, and also another 22 seals that he printed with his finger, that with that finger been sealed all the orders and way of movement of heavens and skies, and all the judgments of all the ministers of all the kingships in heaven are being set in blessings and greatness, and also the signs that are being given to the angel of death and the nations of every nation and the signs of every nation and nation. So Matat, the angel, he told Moses all the 92 names of the Creator, and he is testifying that the Creator, so he's testifying that so Matat is telling us that Hashem, the God of Israel, he is a witness to him, to Matat, on that thing, that when I told that secret on the 92 names, I have them written here, but I cannot read it to you. It's not allowed to read. I can take a picture. Maybe I'll take a picture and put it for you on the... You want me to put the picture on the comments? I'll try to do that. I'll try to do that. Why not? Why not? I'll put 2 pictures, okay? What do I care if you'll see some names? That's one. Maximum you'll see some names. You're not allowed to read those names. You're not allowed to read those names. I'm going to try to see if I'm able to do that. Here I'm getting to my page. It's my lovely page. Thank God I have another phone with me so I can watch myself live on Facebook. It's so crazy. The world is so amazing. Look, guys, I'm live on Facebook. You see? Okay, are you ready? Let's try to put a comment here. Comment. Us that Hashem,
Hey,
the God
stop.
of Israel.
Don't
He's
talk.
Are you ready?
Wait.
Let's try to put a comment here.
Whoa, it doesn't work.
Comment.
It doesn't work.
Us that Hashem,
Hey,
the God of
stop.
Israel.
Don't
He's
talk.
Are you
I
ready?
can't
Let's
do
try
it.
to put a comment.
I can't do it for my own account, my friend is telling me. Okay, so I can't do it, so I'll try to send him the pictures, and maybe he will do it from his phone. You see, we're trying to do the best that we can for you guys. Because my other phone is connected from the same account, I cannot do that. But it's okay, we're gonna cross that barrier. Here is one, and here is two. Done. Send. Wonderful. Counting on him to do that. Okay, hopefully it will work. Bezat Hashem. Okay, so now he is testifying and bringing Hashem to testify for him as well. Where is that written? That when he came to tell Moses those secrets, the 92 names of God, so all the angels of heaven that are standing in every sky and sky told me, why are you telling that secret to people, to the children of Adam who came out to the world from a woman, that are defected, that are impure, that has blood, that are contaminated, that are filthy, that have so many lackings. A secret that you are telling Moses is a secret that in that secret heaven and earth been created, the sea and the land, the mountains and the hills, the rivers and the springs, the hell of fire and I don't know how you say that word, and heaven and the tree of life. Those 92 names are the names that the world been created with, and the men and animals and cattle and animals of the field and the birds in the sky and fish in the sea and the large whale and insects and all crawling animals, all of them together, and the Torah and the wisdom and the ability to think and the wisdom of the divine ones and the fear of heaven, all of those been created with that name. Why are you telling that secret to flesh and bones? So I told them, because the Creator, the place himself, gave me the permission. And not only that he gave me the permission, also I asked permission from the throne of honor itself, that all the holy names are carved on it, and in front of it coming out lightnings of fire in shine and glow of electric flames. And they were not chilled. The angels were furious. They were so upset and angry that Matat told Moses this secret, and they did not relax until that the Creator himself roared at them and rebuked them and rejected them with complaint in front of his face, and set them away and told them, I wanted that, I desired that, and I commanded that, and I gave it to Matat, my slave, alone, that he is the only one from all heaven's angels to do my will, and he is the one who takes that secret out of my treasures house, from the place of my treasures. And he gave it to Moses, and Moses to Yoshua, and Yoshua to the old ones, and the old ones to the prophets, and the prophets to the people of Knesset HaGdolah. Those were the sages. And the people of the Knesset HaGdolah, the sages, gave it to Ezra HaSofer, Ezra the writer, the author, and Ezra the writer gave it to Hillel, the old one, Hillel HaZaken, and Hillel HaZaken gave it to Rabbi Abau, and Rabbi Abau gave it to Rabbi Zera, and Rabbi Zera to the people of Emunah. Guys, it's us. V'anshe Emunah leba'alei Emunah, and people of Emunah, people of faith, to honors of faith, to people who owns faith, to the true believers. For what? For them to be careful in his name, in those names, in that secret, and to be healed with it, and to heal all sicknesses who are coming and attacking the world. Like that the verse is saying, that Hashem said, if you're gonna listen to the voice of God, your God, Hashem Elohecha, and the straight thing in his eyes you will do, you will listen to his commandments and follow all his rules, all the sickness that I put on Egypt, I will not put on you, because I am God, your healer. I am Hashem Rofecha. Enough is enough, right? It was enough. For one night, it's enough. Don't be rude. Don't want too much. You need to fill your vessels and not more than that. Be happy. Be powerful. It's way too much. It's a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. Now you need to breathe. Now you need to relax. Now you need to focus and meditate and ask from the Creator to uplift your mind to a place that all this wisdom will refresh you and heal you and protect you, to do good things with it, and to go, to be strong, to be vessels of light, to go and spread the truth and the emet and the emunah in the world in any possible way. And may the blessing of heaven hover upon us all and heal us from inside by the merit of his 92 names that had been given to Moses, and Moses gave it to Yoshua, ויהושע לזקנים, זקנים לנביאים, ונביאים מסרו על אנשי כנסת הגדולה, and they gave it to אנשי אמנה, people of emunah. Be strong and keep on shining your light to the world. Amen.